Hello, my name is Mike. This is my first intro I've ever done. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a simple chicken Alfredo. It's very delicious and easy to make. First step in making Alfredo is we will put 2 packages of cream cheese in this pot with about 5 cups of milk. Now remember, this recipe is for a large family. So if you are doing something small, you can cut this recipe in half. Now cream cheese. Then we will add 5 cups of milk. Make that 6. I usually do this recipe from my head, so I'm a little improvising right now. Then Parmesan cheese. We will add a little extra, never hurts the cheese. We will add 1.5 cups, which is basically this container, 5-ounce container of already grated Parmesan cheese. Then we will add 1 teaspoon granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon minced onion, and 1 tablespoon whole Italian seasoning. A little exaggeration on these is not going to hurt. And then we will put this on the stove on a low temperature until it is thickened up and creamy, stirring regularly. And as we stir, you see the cream cheese is still clumpy. I just started it. As it heats up, it'll melt. And that's what will be your thickener, is the cheese and the cream cheese together. It will help thicken up your milk. I'm going to cut up 3 large chicken breasts. Now remember, this is for a large family. And we're just going to dice this up into small pieces. It's going to go in the sauce to make chicken Alfredo. Now always be careful when you're having a sharp knife. You don't want to cut yourself. Now as these cook in the pan, I can always chop them up a little bit more and make them smaller to go in the sauce. These are still a little bit cold in the center. This is the way I like it, because it holds firm while you cut it, and it's easier to handle instead of wiggling all around. Make sure you always have a nice sharp knife. It makes your job a lot easier. We're done cutting all these into small pieces. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil into the pan, and we're going to cook these up and brown them while we're waiting for our sauce to thicken. Now I'm making this dish gluten-free, so I'm using gluten-free noodles. I have a daughter that's very sensitive to that right now. And remember, after cutting chicken, fish, or meat of any kind, make sure you clean your area very thoroughly. Okay, I'm going to turn my stove on to about medium-high heat, about a number 6 on my stove, and it goes to 9. We're just gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan so the chicken doesn't stick. And then we'll just kind of roll it around a little bit. Make sure it covers the whole pan. Add the chicken. And as you see, the cream cheese is starting to break up a little bit. I've only got my stove on about a number 4. It's just under a medium-low heat. It takes a little while for everything to melt together, but it's a nice, rich, creamy sauce. Okay, we have our chicken cooking. As you see, as I was stirring it, I kind of just took some of the longer pieces and just kind of broke them up a little bit. This is a very simple dish. Cheese and Alfredo sauce is starting to warm up. You see the cheese is no longer sticking to the whisk, and it's starting to thicken up really nicely. If you want it thicker, you can add less milk. If you want it thinner, just add more. And you'll always remember salt and pepper to taste. My family doesn't like much pepper, so I don't use very much in my cooking. It's starting to get nice, rich, and creamy. Okay, now that my Alfredo sauce is all mixed up and warmed up, I'm going to add the chicken to it. Now you can do this in several different ways. You can grill it on the side, and slice it up, and add it on top. My family just tends to like it all together. This is a simple dish. You don't have to have any special creams or butters or cheeses. You just throw it all together and then enjoy. And we're going to put this on low for a while we get our noodles ready. Okay, I have boiling water here with a little bit of salt in it. I'm going to add 2 bags of my gluten-free pasta. You can add any kind of noodles you want. My daughter prefers the spirals, but with typical Alfredo, use linguine or fettuccine. Now remember, this is for a large family. This dish will probably serve 8 to 10 people. Now we're just going to let this cook down for a little bit, and we'll strain it and dinner will be ready. Okay, our pasta is all done. These are gluten-free noodles. I'm just going to drain them off a little bit, all the water. Now with gluten-free noodles, I've noticed that if you rinse them off, take some of the starches out so they kind of hold together better and taste a little bit better. And after I rinse these off, I'm going to put them back in the pan with some butter and mix them around. And just kind of coats them so they don't stick in together. Putting some butter in the pan, it's melting up real nicely. It's still hot from the pasta. You just got to dump. Just mix it around so that butter gets all over these noodles and makes them nice and buttery, and the butter will help them so they don't stick. Okay, it's always nice to have a little bit of garlic bread with your Italian style dish. Our dish is all done. We're going to put a little bit of Alfredo sauce on it with a little bit of chicken. And that is it. Simple and easy. And that is our dish for today. Next week we will be doing bourbon chicken. Thank you for watching Cooking with Mike. Have a nice evening.